Oh, Dan Eckstrom.
Dan was hired by Roy Florez.
Yes.
Roy hired 2 consultants of question. One in particular was his friend from Wisconsin. He went to college
Wisconsin
with,
guys.
but never knew him. He was a motivational speaker, and he paid him $300,000 over a series of years. And remember, he's the one who sent the inappropriate emails,
right,
the
females and everything,
and Osama bin Laden and that kind of thing. So all this starts uncorking, and Dan Eckstrom was paid $188,222 from 2007 to 2011 to lobby Pima County for to get a healthcare campus on the next Pima County bond for Pima Community College. So they're looking for $45 million on the bond credit card, which is your homes, to build a campus for healthcare. Could be a good thing. Not going to weigh in on that. But they hired Dan Eckstrom to do the lobbying of Pima County to get that put on the bond package. Why would they hire Dan Eckstrom to do that?
He needed the money. I mean, it's ridiculous that, if you have a separate governing body over the community college.
Their budget is $216 million, Chris.
And you already have money from Pima. Does Pima County subsidize?
No, it's a property tax issue. It comes on your property tax.
So it's a separate
unit.
I think the idea, let's talk about this. David Longoria, who's on the Pima County board.
He was appointed by the Board of Supervisors to that spot, by the way.
Oh, he didn't get elected?
No, that's what I heard.
All right, we'll find out more.
Okay.
That would just make it a little better. Who's David dating?
The mayor of South Tucson.
And what's her name?
Jennifer.
And what's her last name?
Eckstrom.
And her dad is?
Dan Eckstrom, the one they hired.
And what was the name of the guy who got $188,000 over a 4-year period to lobby community college?
Dan Eckstrom.
Okay, so he's dating the lobbyist's daughter, who's the mayor of South Tucson. Now, Jennifer, because the mayor of South Tucson is an unpaid position.
Correct.
So who does she work for?
Ramon Valadez.
And what does he do?
He's the current Pima County Board of Supervisor appointed by Dan Eckstrom when he vacated in 2001.
Now, that's interesting. Now, David Longoria, he's being a board member, dating Jennifer Eckstrom is also not a paid position.
They're both denying that they're dating.
Okay.
In the article, this is all from
Mari.
This is none of our work at all. This is all Mari Herrera's Tucson Weekly. Go there, read it, and you
now
can find
David
it all.
Longoria. What is he doing the day? I assume he's a small business owner, or what does he do?
He works for the county.
Oh, he works for the county. Which office does he work in?
The administration office.
You mean Chuck Huckleberry?
He works for Chuck.
Now that's weird and wacky.
According to the article. Allegedly.
Mari's getting a big envelope from Chuck.
So allegedly.
And now Dan Eckstrom's brother is who?
Art Eckstrom.
Now who works for Art Eckstrom?
A lady named Vicky.
Now what does Vicky do?
Vicky is on the Pima Community College board with David Longoria.
Oh, hold on. Let's get this straight. Now, I don't know if anyone heard of a comedy duo in the 40s and 50s named Abbott and Costello.
We're doing it right now.
But we're channeling it real hard right now.
Right.
All right, so
you want to redo it all over again?
Third base.
Who? Who's on first? What's on third, Chris?
Oh, this is a YouTube video if I've ever heard one. So, okay, so now... Now, this is the same...
So I didn't think Pima County Board of Soups... I actually thought Pima Community College was run pretty straight. You never hear about it in the news. I thought it was a pretty straight deal. You kind of heard about Little Lochner and all that stuff that went on back then. But I had no idea this kind of shifting stuff was going on. Good job, Mari.
So this is the same crew that wanted to give Roy Florez, even though basically I know he had health problems, but he...
Okay. He did. All right.
Did he or not?
The day the newspaper article came out about all this stuff,
let's just say he had health problems.
Let's go.
All right. You can take Cymbalta for that or one of our other ones. But the day that he dropped his retirement was the day that the Freedom of Information request came in.
About the guy from Wisconsin. Living in a van down by the river.
But now we're finding out, even from the newspaper's op-ed, which is the great Fitzy again with Bobby Joe Bew.
Right.
They're saying that basically it sounded like Roy Florez. Joe, let's go to that. Where'd you do that piece of paper? It sounded like it was a little. You already crumpled.
That was out of my world here.
It was a little loose there. But what you said the common decency thing I thought was pretty interesting.
They're going to teach employees how to go beyond the administration to have
an external source to file complaints that would bring.
And they're not alleging anything against the chancellor. They're just saying we have to tighten up our processes.
So again, Pima County community, you have a separate line item on your property tax that pays for this. There are 5 different people for representing. Well, I guess they represent each district in a way in the county, or they at least mirror it. Let's just say that. So one of them is this guy named David Longoria.
Let's do this again in case the listeners didn't pick up on it.
But wait, there's more.
So you start over, Chris. Let's do this.
So
correctly.
David, he's the guy. Okay, he's dating a girl named Jennifer.
Correct.
And Jennifer has a job that pays no money, which is
mayor of South Tucson.
And they have a seat on RTA and PEG.
Who else was a mayor of South Tucson?
Her dad
and Victor Soltero.
Oh, Vic Soltero. Who was, of course, one of the superstars on the original 4 Rio Nuevo board that blew the $230 million.
Who were the original 4 on the Rio Nuevo board?
Anne-Marie Russell from what museum, Ed?
Mocha.
Thank you very much.
And they got the...
Oh, it's funny. Mocha just had their big fundraiser. Guess who the MC for their big fundraiser was?
Ooh.
David Fitzsimmons.
Nice.
Oh, yeah, it gets better. But
so
wait,
who are the
more.
4 board members? We got Mocha and the rent at the old...
right. Then you got Jeff DiGrigrio, who owned the Royal Elizabeth Inn on Scott Avenue.
How much did we spend on that Scott Avenue with the Griffin and the lighted sidewalks?
10-12 mil.
Okay. Who's the other 2, Chris?
That would be Dan Eckstrom
right.
and Vic Soltero, the 2 former South Tucson mayors.
So 4 people. That's when we lost the $230 million?
Yeah.
Okay. So keep going. Let's go to Pima College. Let's get off of Rio Nuevo.
Sorry.
Would you quit talking about Rio Nuevo?
The web goes far,
Stop.
Children.
Let's move over to Pima Community College.
He may be having a relationship, according to Mari Herreras and the Tucson Weekly, with Jennifer Eckstrom, mayor of South Tucson. But it's an unpaid position, so she's got to pay her bills.
Right.
So she works, again, where?
Pima County.
And she works in whose office?
Ramon Valadez.
Now, Ramon Valadez, and we like Ramon. He's a very nice guy. Ramon replaced who?
Dan Eckstrom.
So he was elected that position to replace that Dan, or was he appointed? Oh, he was appointed to replace Dan, and he has won re-election.
Yes, he has.
Since then. Now let's go to this guy Longoria. In addition to possibly having a relationship with the mayor of South Tucson, who she works at Ramon Valadez of, he has a job too. Where does he work again?
He works for the county administrator.
Chuck Huckleberry.
Oh, that's who that is. I forgot.
That's right. Now the other thing is,
and why is this even a conversation we're having, Chris? What is behind this?
Because Dan Eckstrom in this story has received $188,000 from Pima Community College.
Actually, Chris, it's $188,222 since 2007 to 2011.
And his job was to soak the county. Influence the county.
No, just lobby the county.
Lobby the county to give them $45 million of general fund money?
No, bond money.
Bond money.
Where does bond money come from, Chris? From heaven? Obama? Is it Obama money?
No.
Is it stimulus money?
No, there's an amazing independent bond committee that we have. You know who chairs that?
Who does?
Larry Hecker.
And who's Larry Hecker?
He's an influence meister that's big part of TRIO, the Downtown Partnership, and SALC. Oh, the other co-chair is Carolyn Campbell, who's basically one of the Hall of Fame arch conservationists on the planet Earth.
Let me share a little stat with you, too, Chris, because you know me and my stats.
But wait, there's more.
All the counties combined in the state of Arizona has $500 million in debt outstanding. $528 million. That's about $500 million. Pima County alone, just by itself, has $1.4 billion. So Maricopa, every county combined, there's 13 of them or 12, whatever it is, has 500. We have 1.4 billion. And what we're going to do is go out and do another bond, Chris, led by Larry Hecker, Carolyn Campbell, to do things like more stuff like this. $45 million in a healthcare campus for the next Pima County.
I will repost this story on the Facebook when I get near a computer later this morning. We do have to go pay some bills. Michael, Bill, Lori, hold on. We will get to you in just a few seconds. We are playing classic fair bands today. Oh.
Good choice.
Get out the wine because there's a lot of cheese getting played on the radio right now.
Got to hear some Whitesnake. Slow and easy.
Do it. Wake up, Tucson. 10:30, KVOI The Voice.
Everyone's watching.